the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. The UN envoy to Yemen hailed His Majesty's role in the convergence of views among rival parties in Yemen. German Society for Sailing Training in Sweden wins the Sultan Qaboos Sailing Award. And the Ministry of Housing offers 33 new touristic sites for domestic and foreign investments. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Saeed has sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Mohammed Wald Abdul Aziz of Mauritania on his country's independence anniversary. And His Majesty the Sultan sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Bujar Nishani of Albania on his country's National Day. His Excellency Ismail Wald Sheikh, UN envoy to Yemen, hailed the Sultanate's effective role and His Majesty's efforts in the convergence of views among rival parties in Yemen, pointing out upon his departure in Muscat yesterday that the Sultanate's repeating positive support to the talks helps achieve a progress in the negotiations process and the cease of fire. In regard to the Yemeni negotiations roadmap, Wald Sheikh pointed out that preparations are underway to hold a new round of negotiations in the coming days in order to activate the Coordination and Pacification Committee and to agree on ceasing fire through sessions he will hold with President Abdel Rabu Mansour Hadi of Yemen and Al-Nasrallah Group and their allies, stressing that the two conflicting parties are prepared to reach a settlement to the dispute. Coinciding with the Sultanate's celebrations of the 46th glorious National Day, the Royal Navy of Oman celebrated handing over the Sultan Qaboos Sailing Award on its 6th edition. German Society for Sailing Training won the award, which was presented in Halmstad City in Sweden. A number of government and private naval organizations, in addition to those interested in sailing abroad, were competing for this award. The Ministry of Defense, represented in Royal Navy of Oman, in cooperation with the International Sail Training Society, supervised Sultan Qaboos Award for sailing. In order to support the touristic sector and diversify sources of income, the Ministry of Housing, in coordination with the Ministry of Tourism, approved 33 touristic sites with benefiting rights system. The contracts included establishing touristic projects in a number of governorates in the current year, which included hotels, resorts, restaurants, and touristic camps. The Governorate of Muscat won 7 contracts that included 2 lands in Bosher. The first one for establishing beach services in Al-Qurum at 150 square meters, and the second land for establishing the project of a restaurants complex at 4,121 square meters area, in addition to 3 touristic lands in the wilaya of Sib for constructing a resort and an hotel at an area of 150,000 square meters and establishing another touristic resort in a 47,499 square meters area, besides establishing hotel and commercial complex at 179,950 square meters area in Al-Ma'bila, and to establish a resort and hotel project at an area of 15,000 square meters in Khulf. The Wilaya of Al-Amrat won 1 project for constructing a hotel in Al-Mihaj at an area of 2,614 square meters. In the Governorate of Dhofar, 5 touristic sites were awarded, whereas the Governorate of South Batna, the Ministry approved 2 touristic sites, followed by the Governorate of Dakhiliya with 3 projects, while in the Governorate of North Sharqiya, the benefiting right were given for 4 touristic lands. The Ministry of Housing also approved 7 touristic contracts in the Governorate of South Sharqiya and 3 in the Governorate of Al-Buraimi. In the Governorate of Al-Wusta, the Ministry approved 2 touristic plots in the wilayas of Al-Duqm and Hayma. Still to come in our news bulletin. Dramas and acting profession in the Sultanate witnessed a rapid increase during these days. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. The Directorate General of Inquiries and Criminal Investigations at Royal Oman Police arrested human trafficking suspects in 2 cases, similar in terms of criminal description while different in implementation. The 2 crimes are about using housemaids in works that contradict with the profession for which they were brought to the Sultanate. The first case is about a housemaid who escaped from the employer's house after he accused her of theft. Then she worked on a daily basis, moving from home to another, until 2 Omani young men stopped her after they told her that they were policemen, forcing her to get into a rented car and took her to an hotel apartment. Then she was handed over to an Asian expatriate for money who imprisoned her in a room inside the farm where he was working. He exploited her and forced her to work in indecent acts. Then she managed to escape from the farm, took shelter in a house of an Omani family near the farm. The family took her to the police station. The second case took place when Rui police station was notified about the fall of a woman who was physically assaulted near traffic lights in Rui. After rescuing the woman by police, she told them that she was physically assaulted by a group of women who were working with her in the hotel with the approval and encouragement from the hotel manager. Then they forced her to work in prostitution. The Royal Oman Police moved to the place and seized 11 women from different Asian nationalities inside bathrooms in 2 rooms of the hotels. After investigation, it appeared that these women came to the Sultanate with labor visa to work as housemaids, but they discovered they were brought to work in another profession. They were forced to work in prostitution in the hotel. An agreement was signed for a cooperation project in the field of logistics at the Sultanate's airports. The agreement was signed by Oman Airports Management Company and air shipping company DHL Express. It will be reflected positively on the performance of Muscat International Airport. It also came with plans to qualify the airport to be among the best 20 international airports by 2020. The importance of DHL Logistics Center in the Sultanate lies in the fact that its activities cover 220 countries with a fleet of 250 aircraft traveling all over the world on an hourly basis. The signed agreement will also offer more job opportunities for youth in the Sultanate and enhance shipping movement in the Sultanate's airports. Within the programs of social responsibility between the Ministry of Social Development and Oman LNG, the ministry signed 4 agreements to finance devices for helping disabled children to stand at Al Wafa Rehabilitation Center in the Wilaya of Sour, and to finance the project of compensation devices and tools for helping the movements for 2016 for Omani Society for Disabled. The third agreement finances the project of purchasing hearing devices for Omani Society for Hearing Impairment and financing the purchase of 4-wheel car for Al Noor Association for the Blind in the branches of North and South Batana and Dhahra. The signing ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Sheikh Mohammed bin Saeed Al Kalbani, Minister of Social Developments. The number of new graduates of general diploma who were admitted in colleges of technology for the academic year 2015-2016 amounted to more than 11,000 male and female students. It represented 34% of the total number of general diploma graduates in the Sultanate. The number of approved academic programs reached 38. With a big number of admitted students, the work is underway to implement maintenance works for buildings of the higher colleges of technology in Muscat, Nizwa, and Ibra with the cost of more than 2 million Omani riyals. To spread the umbrella of occupational training and education, it is planned that occupational centers will be established in the governorates of Dhofar, Dakhiliya, and North Sharqiya to absorb the increasing number of general diploma graduates and meet the needs of comprehensive development within investments in big projects in the Sultanate. Aiming to spread awareness in society health, Oman Nursing Specialized Institute, in cooperation with Cardiff University, organized a scientific day within the Society Health Nursing Bachelor Program. The scientific day focused on the importance of ensuring child safety and discussed reasons of abuse against children, in addition to involvement of the parents and nursing role to enhance child safety, especially the challenges that were faced by the world in child health. The Sultanate's embassies abroad continued marking the 46th Glorious National Day. More details in the following report.
In the Russian capital, Moscow, His Excellency Yusuf bin Isa Zajali, Sultanate's ambassador to Russia, held a reception ceremony on the occasion of the Sultanate celebrations of the 46th Glorious National Day in Lucha Plaza Hotel. Envoy of the Russian President for Middle East and Africa and Deputy Foreign Minister of Russia represented the Russian government at the reception. The ceremony was also attended by Their Excellencies, the GCC ambassadors, ambassadors of Arab countries, and a number of ambassadors from friendly Asian, European, and African countries. Her Excellency Liutha bin Sultan Al Mugheriya, Sultanate's ambassador to the Federal Republic of Germany in Berlin, held a ceremony on this occasion. It was attended by a number of senior personalities, among which His Excellency Professor Norbert Lammert, Chairman of the Federal Parliament, and a number of Their Excellencies, ambassadors of the GCC, Arab and other foreign countries accredited to Germany. During the ceremony, musical shows were performed, such as playing on lute and violin, besides an artistic show by Omani students in Germany. In the city of Cardiff, in the United Kingdom, the Omani students held a ceremony to mark the 46th National Day. The Omani Student Society conducted various activities and traditional performances. They also distributed booklets and CDs on the Sultanate's history and civilization. In Cyprus, His Excellency Sheikh Ahmed bin Salim al-Shanfari, Sultanate's ambassador to the Republic of Cyprus, held a reception ceremony on this occasion at Hilton Hotel in the Cypriot capital Nicosia. The reception was attended by His Excellency Christoforos Foukaites, Minister of Defense representing the Cypriot government, besides a number of ministers, heads of Arab and foreign missions and their delegates, as well as professors of the Cypriot universities and Omani students in Cyprus, and a host of elite intellectuals from different research centers. The commissioned minister Said bin Ali Al-Riyami, Deputy Chief of Mission at the Sultanate's Embassy in the Federal Republic of Brazil, held a reception ceremony. It was attended by His Excellency Ambassador Fernando Abreu and the Secretary at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for Africa and Middle East, Her Excellency Celina Leo, Chairperson of the Legislative Council of the Federal District of Brasilia, and a number of Brazilian diplomats. This ceremony was also attended by a number of parliamentarians, businessmen, the GCC and Arab ambassadors accredited to Brazil, a number of diplomats and Arab community in Brasilia.
Drama and acting in the Sultanate witnessed a rapid increase after launching many squads of theaters in many wilayas. Saif al-Kindi attended the function of inauguration of the new squad in Nakhal and came with the following report.
Inaugurating Nakhal Squad of Theatre and the new logo of the squad came under the patronage of His Excellency Dr. Abdullah bin Nasser Al-Harrasi, Chairman of the Public Authority for Radio and Television. During the event, a group of actors played a sketch showing a social situation and tried to represent ways of solving problems by youth as well as shedding more light towards their needs in general. Yusuf Al-Rawahi, a promising actor, conveyed his gratitude after the new launch of Nakhal Squad. He said,
"In fact, I'm really proud of being one of the actors in the play. We have been incisively working weeks after weeks to finish it on time. My role was acting as an insane man who was looking for truth in our daily life."
The new logo represents a new look for the traditional theme of global theater. It concludes the senses of happiness and sadness that are widely used in expressing drama. Saif Al-Kindi for English News, Nakhal.
Now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Partly cloudy skies will prevail over the coastal areas overlooking the Sea of Oman, with chances of scattered rainfall. Rest of the Sultanate will have clear skies. Winds will be easterly to southeasterly, light to moderate, occasionally active over the coastal areas. Seas will be slight to moderate with a maximum wave height of 1.45 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The UN envoy to Yemen hails His Majesty's role in the convergence of views among rival parties in Yemen. German Society for Sailing Training in Sweden wins the Sultan Qaboos Sailing Award. And the Ministry of Housing offers 33 new touristic sites for domestic and foreign investments. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.